This is they try to explain the explainable AI searching. So basically, normally before that they always do like the case based rule, meaning that each case have define the rule between the crime and the victim, and the court will decide is which law they broken. And but from the 2019 with the model LLM increase, they can do the explainable and reasoning. I highlight the work. Yeah, it's interpreted, and before that it's always interpreted, but now it's moved to the explainable, so it will combine between the case-based rule and hybrid. So now mostly will be the hybrid, and then the case-based rule apply in the hybrid. In the hybrid, they will already have the explainable, interpretable, and explainable, and then they have the case-based rule and nasty argument. So now with from 2021, they can use the AI to allow the justice system to implement machine learning to help them conduct courtroom. This one is I'm focused because not simple the legal law search in the article, but they can reasoning. So in the courtroom, or maybe the client, they want to know that they violate the rule or not, in which case, and which case they can help themselves to avoid the situation. So adjudication and administration decision can mean that we can put the case by rule apply with the hybrid and reasoning. Yeah, the final one is the reason. They can reasoning with the client for the situation. So it's but for doing that, I need to have a lot of the case from the classroom in the past. I need to collect.
But in Vietnam, are these things sharing public data set? Because
It's on the
public.
for the law article. It's already published in the some library, but for the courtroom, I currently have a friend doing in the legal in the government official. I can ask them to share some document. But not no normally every case after the court decide which one is have the which one is victim, which one is the crime. They always publish that's into the newspaper. It also one way we can crawl the data.
I think usually in other countries or in normal in usual case, is it that every case, but of course not very detailed of what does it say by the justice, this and that person, right? But open data regarding case and their resolution, this should be a publicly available, right?
Yeah, yes. I currently also have the 10 gigabyte of those documents, but it's gathered from many sources because some course they just write in the paper and then scan. Some will publish to the newspaper in case that case is special or impact to a lot of people, a lot of victims. They will have to publish to the newspaper. But some case is only stored in the library of the course also, only institute only. So, but right now I also have the data already. I just need to price to the rack. And yeah, this one is almost explain what I'm meant to do. rule by
Yes.
legal reasoning.
Okay, thank you. And everyone, please, yes, look at this as a good, very good sharing and example. You could see that once we have some idea or interest in something, right? It's very important to really research. Research in this sense means search for existing work, technology, relevant idea, and solutions that somebody else may have already tried to accomplish this problem. And of course, we will be able to learn from what they have done, and then we can continue doing or extend some additional idea, doing, improving and making things on top of what have been done. So this is really a way to do research, right? We want to study, learn, and do things a bit beyond what has already happened. So yes, this is how Mr. Kwang have applied from what we discussed yesterday, and yes, and extend a bit in the area. And the paper he mentioned, okay, let's have this session together, because yesterday I think everyone is already has some idea regarding what our friends are interested in, right? So okay, wait, I will send in a chat to everyone, main chat, everyone. Okay, the very first thing, let me, okay, let me share you this screen as well. I will today we will do some literature search. Focus is also doing some literature search, but let we finish with this first thing. Okay, here I think you see the screen sharing. What I really want to be sure that we have the same environment, okay, for everyone. Activity number 2, do not need to worry. I will need to share you the link and some detail first, but we do activity number 1. Need to make sure everyone, you need to log in ATVPN, because we will need to get access to certain resources based on AT subscription. So please make sure we finish AT activity step 1. Okay. And actually the I sent already in the link example of paper. Okay, we can use Mr. Kwang paper that he shared as a kind of case study that we can discuss a bit. Okay, but we need to get number 1 done first.
Yeah, but this one doesn't go detail in the detail how to do everything. It's explain the track only.
That's true, because you see, this is called a survey. This is what we discussed yesterday. This is a type of a paper, which is called a review paper. Review paper means it's a paper article that review what has been done in the past, for example, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years. It kind of summarize and give link or analyze the research trend or research technology happen in some specific topic or question domain, and we can learn from this kind of survey paper in a very quick way, right? Instead of reading the survey paper, okay, let's download or no need to download. Actually, we can actually read the full text, but when download is very proper typesetting and formatting. Okay, so let's download this one. Then I can explain a little bit. But is every one of us on AAT VPN successfully? Do I need to give some time first?
Yeah, finish.
Okay, here. Okay, let's wait for our friends here first.
So this kind of article is like a summary or a literature review already for this kind of topic.
Yes, yes. But literature review paper is a kind of depending on, they need to let's have a look first.
Yes.
I will open the file. You can see that for this kind of paper, I downloaded and then I show in this screen, right, the formatted one. And then one thing to talk about, you need any help?
No.
Okay.
I install the VMware software in my computer, so using VPN.
Oh, okay. In the meantime, can I speak something and then you listen as well? Okay. You can look at the share screen, but if you want to use VPN, oh, okay. AIT has we need to use OpenVPN, right? You know that. Okay. If we go to this, let me first talk about the types of publication first. Okay, this one. The link that I share will bring you all to this one. The link already sent in the chat, right? And this is from the publisher of academic papers and journals and conference proceedings, which is called Springer Nature. Of course, it's a springer.com as a URL, and it has all many journals, publication in various domains in every most of the field, not only computer science or data science. And then this one where we are in the home and we are in the journal, which is called Digital Society. But of course, there are some other journals such as very specific to data science, very specific to natural language processing, specific to machine learning or whatever. This is a little bit of broad journal. And this is a kind of article. And for this one, this is open access. Actually, this one is good in the sense that even you don't have access with AIT, you can actually download this one because it's based on the open access publication. It was published in December 2023. Okay, but part of the volume of the 24 paper, the year 24. Then, okay, we download because it's open access. You don't need to be in VPN. You can also access this one. And this is the paper downloaded. And you can see that a little bit, then you understand how these things work. The author, these are the other people who wrote this paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people together. They submitted in June 2023. Then once it has been submitted, the journal editor team has to review by giving the paper to at least 3 reviewers. Then they do the review process and they comment that something is weak, something is not good, something has to be improved, this and that. And then they suggest some improvement comments. And of course, there can be 2 types of decision, whether the paper is very poor, very weak, then we reject. The journal can reject, or the journal can decide to accept based on some improvement. If you, the author, can improve all the points satisfactorily, then the paper will be accepted. So this one got accepted and published by the end of the year after some revision and so on. So you see that it's accepted and it's revised and published. Okay, and as I said, this kind of paper is called review paper. So what does it do is that, okay, let me go quickly because I did not read yet. the paper set it's okay. Let me download and open here because I think I need a kind of I need a highlight tool and so on. Let me open properly. Okay, better here. Then I can highlight. Okay. We can see that these are the main aims and contribution, okay, of this paper. And why can't I highlight it? It seems to be blocked for editing or what? Mr. Kwa say something in the chat. Do we need to?
No, no. I just
Okay, not for me, right? Okay.
I just can connect to already. No problem.
Okay, let me reopen the file. It doesn't seem that I can edit the file.
Yeah, I can edit the file.
Why can't I highlight or do anything? Should be able to do it. Okay.
You can unblock. It's blocked, right? I just saw on your property.
You saw it? I did not see it. It was it blocked? Where?
There's
Property.
a
Oh yeah, true.
Oh.
Okay. That's true.
I think you need to click on the enable editing
Where is it?
on your screen. It's show in on the right.
top right, a little
Top
bit
right.
down.
It said PDF compliant, so you need to click to the enable editing to. Now it's on the read mode only.
Yes, but where did you see it that I can change it?
Really?
Which menu?
We can
Over here.
see it. It's showing the pop up on the right, the small pop up. On your mainstream, you don't see it.
On the right. Top right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Thank you. Now, okay, thank you. Should work now. So here we can see that these every paper when you read, you should find first what are the objective of the paper. If it is a review paper, what are the main objectives they try to summarize or point out or analysis. So in this case, these papers say that they would like to conduct what is called systematic survey. It's a kind of systematic review and survey paper. Okay, in order to develop taxonomy of legal inference or adjudication administrative outline number of key XAI challenges. Okay, this is what they want to find. What are the main challenges in explainable AI inside the legal domain? How can explainable AI be, what are issues and problems that explainable AI cannot solve easily inside the legal domain? This is one thing they want to address, okay? And future research direction. Then based on this, if the paper is new, then they're actually very good that they say, if you want to continue doing the research in this area, what are interesting directions or projects that you may want to explore, okay? And usually they will say as well that how many papers they have been analyzed. In this one, if actually you go to the references section, you can see that they really analyze quite many, sometimes it's hundreds of paper. This is quite a lot, okay? They are from UK, Denmark. No, not DK, not UK. Okay, survey methodology. Yes, this explains really how many publications they analyze and read. So they see that from the trend starting 2000, so they set the frame when it is a review paper, they will set the frame that starting from this review paper will analyze publication from certain period or range of the year, 2000 until present. Present in that case means their present time it was in which they started to review in 2023 so by the end of 2022 is the range of 22 years of publication they analyze. And yes, here you see the literature cover 2000 to 2022, and they use the keyword to search in the database, which are these explainable AI, XAI, XAI in law, AI in law, legal reasoning. These are keywords they use for searching in order to retrieve those articles published between 2000 and 2022. And they use, yes, this is Prisma mechanism. Prisma is a way of, a kind of methodology to do systematic review paper. It stands for systematic review and meta-analysis. A preferred report item for systematic review and meta-analysis. If you actually want to do a systematic review of research work in the past until now, Prisma is one technique to follow, okay? But it is very time consuming. But of course, it allows you to get very good results. And yes, as I mentioned, it reviewed 137. So a good thing for you, if you can find systematic review paper in a domain of your interest, you save time. You read this one article of 33 pages, but it saves your time instead of reading 137 papers, right? Somebody read and summarize for you in a very good way. Thank you very much. Wow, it looks very, a little bit. Thank you. Okay, so this is 137 articles been analyzed and read, and they can explain to you in this diagram that what does it do? Actually, initially, when it does the searching, when the author performs searching, with these keywords, as I highlighted, XAI, AI LaRup, and search in, okay, it also explains where did the author do the search? Same to us that I already mentioned yesterday. These are the very key database for you to search and very reliable. Include Scopus, scopus.org or com, I forgot, but IEEE Explorer database, ACM Digital Library, and Jester. Okay, I did not mention Jester yesterday, but this is really where you go for your searching. not the other kind of things that may give you something very reliable or bad quality publication. Okay, and the criteria they did must be between this year, as well as it must be peer review article, the article that has been reviewed and comment and improved and so on, not like anybody can write anything. No, not that kind of articles are not used. Okay, and then you feel that the quality of the summary review will be high quality for you to read, and this is a process. Once they did that search, it returned 1,000 paper, 1,034, and then they do some screening, remove, maybe sometimes you search many database, right? There are duplicate records. Then you remove the duplication. Finally, you obtain 450. And then you may need to do some screening. Yes. And after some screening, that something, even from the search result, right? Something may not be relevant. After that, you screen 450, you obtain 250 from the first initial screening. And then you need to read the title and read the abstract in detail, not the entire paper, just title and abstract. And then you screen again to obtain 200. In this case, that is the author obtained. And after that, review with the full text reading. That means 200 papers. The author read everything for 200 papers and found that only important one and relevant ones are 137. Okay, and then they summarize the finding from this 137 to answer what they intended to understand. Okay, and summarize in this report. Okay, so as I said, you read this article, it is similar to you are reading the summary of 137. And another thing is that when you find something, when you read this, it's not that you just read one paper. It is that if you find that something needs to be read in detail, you follow the citation, the reference. Okay, please follow the reference carefully. And then suppose if you think that this paper by Ashley and Wisland talking about explanation as an essential inherent feature of legal domain, a decision in a court law, these two papers, they are very important. Then you need to go and download these two papers and read in detail by yourself. Okay, it's a kind of starting point for you. So go to, suppose I'm interested in, maybe not that one, but I'm interested in the rule-based system. Yes. In the past, rule-based system, discuss literature such as Mycin. Suppose you're interested in the work of Mycin. Mycin is actually the very first expert system in medical domain trying to not replace, but understand how medical doctor make diagnostic to the disease in bacteria infection. Is very classic reference to the very first expert system in the domain. Suppose you want to understand this, you go and read this in detail. Suppose you want to understand things related to augmented based legal reasoning, maybe you want to go to this paper. Okay, and then you check. Suppose I will go and check. Let me see this one. No, 2001 is 220, yes. Let me find something a bit more modern. Oh, you know, this is our Professor Du. Professor Dung Pham Minh Dung
Yes.
of AIT. His work on argumentation theory has been recognized globally, widely by every expert in computer science domain. So this is his work about argumentation that everybody referencing and reading his work. Here, yes, Dung 95. That's really okay. Let's legal case-based reasoning. Suppose I'm really sorry. I am pointing to many things, but I'm trying to find something not too old. So suppose we think that legal case-based reasoning LCBR is very interesting by Kearney and Kenny. Then you go to the reference, right? This is the way we really find a way to read and understand things in more detail. This is the one. Luckily, it's published by Springer. So I would like to really read this paper further. How case-based reasoning. Okay, I extract this one first. Maybe I try to search. How case-based reasoning explain neural network. Okay. Then I go to my, maybe just Google it first because I know now the title, how case-based reasoning explain neural network. Yes. I want it by Springer.
Sure.
As I said yesterday, yes, this is the one. You can download this paper as well. And actually, as I said yesterday, when you see ARXIV here, it is a preprint archive, and actually ResearchGate is also a way you can download and get some paper because the author may share their own work to others who are interested in. You can request and ask for free if that paper you cannot access. Okay, then this is how I would like to explain a bit regarding the review paper. And what else that is interesting, you can see they will analyze in terms of the trend, how many years in terms of publication that people are mostly interested in, what topic, what kind of technology, techniques that has been used in most of the publication spread by year, and group by types of technology like legal, case-based reasoning, argumentation theory, rule-based reasoning, inferential methods they use, then hybrid learning. Then you can really learn and get the view of the research, and also post hoc XAI algorithm to explain those deep learning neural network things and so on. Some summary, some key paper, and at the end, a conclusion plus usually they will end by future research direction that you may like to follow. Suppose as of now, we may not have a lot of idea. When we can review these things and then we can get some new idea for sure. Okay. Then any question, anything from us here? If not, let me continue a few things. I will send you in email, in chat first. My chat is here, okay. Okay, the file was sent. Okay, please open or follow what I'm sharing here first. Okay, here actually the file that I sent is, yes, Mendeley. Are you aware of this, Mendeley? Anyone use Mendeley before? Yesterday, our friend, Mr. Hung also asked, are you already here, Mr. Hung? Yes.
The email register will use the IIT or private email.
You must use AIT because otherwise you cannot
Okay.
access the source. Okay, what I'm going to introduce here, because yesterday you also asked me about how to manage all these things, and actually we mentioned about Scopus, but we have not been to Scopus yet. So let me introduce you to these two first, then you can manage all the papers you have been downloading or want to read, and it's called the reference management, okay? Reference manager kind of thing. So follow this one first, and then we discuss. Follow to download Mendeley, follow to install Mendeley, and then once everyone has the tool ready, we can go and try something together.
Email.
Okay, I stop sharing and then let you do the download and then follow this document by yourself first.
Nani? We search for machine learning and blockchain, right? Blockchain machine learning.
You can follow the instructions so that you can get some idea, but then later on you can use your own keywords for searching.
To the library.
That is just for you to start with something.
Program. Library. Then get PDF. PDF. Upload in PDF.
And you see that actually this is one of the very biggest database, which is Scopus. I mean, it's very broad. So you will get really so very many results returned, but please use the filtering and also use the tool to do the management easily. And you can, once you select something that you think is very relevant to you, you can click to add to library. Then it will be part of what you already select and that want to read, right? Otherwise, you will always get hundreds of results every time, and then we are kind of overwhelmed with all the results. So Mendeley will help you to manage these results and plan for the reading, even do the highlighting tool, selection, taking notes. Then you can use everything inside this library as well.
Do I have to use the AIT's email? Or...
Yes, you need to use ait.ac.th account. Otherwise, it's only subscribe. This Mendeley, after you don't have your AIT account, it's not for free. Because it allows you within the tool to download the paper. That is why you need to use AIT. So it is you are eligible to do the download. The first few pages of the slide is for the online service. You can download the tool and install on your Windows so that it can later on, we will see it can integrate with your Microsoft Word. So when you do the referencing, it will make the reference for you easily. But you need to click on create account first and use your AT account.
Downloading the visual manager.
For desktop, right?
Yes, but the file is too big.
Oh, it's big. 300 megabyte, 400 megabyte.
Yes. I think it's a policy of this IIT network here.
Oh,
I have
oh,
the collect from the Zoom.
okay. Okay, in the meantime, if you browse to page number of your slide that I share, right? Page number 11. That will be, link for downloading. Maybe if you click on download, it may take a while because it's almost 400 megabytes of the file, depending on how fast our internet is. But let me share the screen and then we follow something together, because in the meantime, you're waiting for the network and so on, right? One moment. I will share the screen. Okay, so this is the file that I shared with you earlier, right? And it's about Mendeley. And let me quickly go with this set of slides that what is this Mendeley 2 and what are we going to discuss. The topic of this is effective research management with Mendeley, because when you are doing a research, you need to read and you need to take notes, understand, analyze a lot of literature, okay, as part of your research, right? So Mendeley is one of the very powerful tools you can use, and is part of Science Direct Corpus that offer when we can use for free when we have the subscription. And okay, a little bit about Mendeley. It's called reference manager because reference means research reference. When you read, you want to do the referencing. Reference manager, academic social network, you can use it for organize your research, collaborate with other people online, discover latest research publications, and so on. Later on, I will show as part of this slide. You can link this when you have download the desktop version, which is available both in Microsoft Word and on Windows and on MacBook. You can use it for citation management, bibliographic generation, okay? And here, this is Mendeley and Zotero here in the very top. Actually, there are many other tools that you may want to explore. I'm not going to explain to you or introduce you one by one, but you know that as part of literature search, nowadays there are many generative AI that can support you to do something fast and summarize you something, but we use them with very careful that sometimes if they have like hallucination or return you with some results that are not really existing, okay, you may need to do the proper screening. But these are really the tools that you may want to explore. Something like LitMap, Research Rapid, and ScienceBase. Okay, these are ScienceBase are also very useful, and they are free version, free account that you can try as well. Okay, and okay, about with Mendeley, you already create the account. You can do account creation, sign in, and once you do the searching, right? Suppose that before we do the search related to explainable AI, legal domain, but let's say this time we want to search with machine learning and blockchain. When you do searching, proper keyword search will allow you to find the right publication. Okay, so do the proper search. Similar to the previous survey paper, remember we searched in that paper, they use the word like explainable AI, they use the word like combine with, or do multiple search to find relevant things like legal reasoning and so on, okay? You need to do multiple search so that you make sure that you can find the right article relevant to your interest, okay? You can combine with and you can use quotations so that it's fixed with the phrase like machine learning together inside the quote means you want these terms to appear, not like one machine word somewhere and one learning word somewhere, right? It has to be together like machine learning. Okay, then once you do the result, you can use this tool for proper filtering and screening, such as by year, by types of document like only journal article, only book, only proceedings, only this and that. Then if you think that some articles are very relevant to you or very interesting to you for you to explore further on, okay, let me go to that manually. Okay, here, I followed exactly the same search keyword. Suppose I found that this article, which is open access, machine learning and deep learning in 2021, suppose I'm interested in this one. I can just view PDF first. It will manage to download the paper, or it will manage to link to the paper, and you can see whether part of your subscription internet connection you can download and read the article or not. If you are actually, as I mentioned, within AT network, many of the articles will be available for you to read anyway. And if you browse too, okay, there seems to be very interesting. Okay, then you can click on add to library. Yes, okay, and later on, suppose this one also interesting. Tackling climate change with machine learning. Oh, I'm interested in this. I view the article and I really want to know how climate change and machine learning can be together. And here again, look, this machine learning algorithm a review. Suppose that you want to read some review paper, right? You don't want to go and read 100 papers by yourself. Just read one review paper that summarize key trends and analyze interesting findings for you. Then you may want to read it. And okay, another thing that is very important here. Let me see. Can I do the browsing here? Sort by, yes. Okay, in the tool, one thing that is very important is here you see my mouse, right? Once you do the searching, oh, I say only machine learning. I did not say and education, sorry. Sometimes you get really a lot of results return. Most relevant will be based on the Mendeley itself that try to find what is considered to be most relevant. But let me say machine learning and education and explainable. Okay, I want to also explainable AI. Yes. Okay, suppose these are the keywords that I'm really interested in at the moment. Let's put it in the phrase. In the quotes. You see that I got now only with very proper keyword that can screen and filter what you are interested in. I got, yes, 4 papers in the year 2024. Okay, suppose I'm really interested in something very new, up to date. Explainable machine learning prediction for academic performance of deaf scholar. By IEEE Access. Very good. Seems very interesting. How can tutoring audio be auto-classified machine explainable with explainable AI? And so on. Okay. I can add to library. And I can suppose that, okay, I don't want to filter the recent years only. But one thing that you may want it to be here to use is most cited. The paper that has been cited a lot means the paper must be very good quality, right? Cited means, what does it mean by cited? When we read a paper, when we write a paper, you remember this is a journal article of the explainable AI in legal domain, right? That we use. This is the references of this paper. Wait, it has to scroll a bit. Yes, these are the reference. This is the reference section. When you read a paper, when you write a paper, if you do a referencing, we call citation. Then this, when you write one paper and you cite another paper, this is citation count 1, right? If very many papers that other other researchers order something and cite another paper, if your paper got cited a lot, that means your paper must be of certain quality that other people would like to refer to it, give some credit and refer, like Professor Dung's paper on argumentation has been cited like many thousand citation by other researchers and so on. So most cited could be one of the criteria for you to judge the quality of a paper you are reading. A paper that has nobody cited at all means, oh, maybe very low quality or maybe very new. Sometimes that you look at something from 24, it has been published just last year. Nobody has been reading that much, and people who are citing may not citing something and has to publish. Then they can count the citation, right? So this one, it was published in 24. It has citation only one, but it's very new. So nothing wrong with that. Still, we cannot judge. Okay. Something in 24 again that has 0 citation is too new for somebody else to cite yet. Okay. Because citing number has to wait until the paper that cites published as well. So maybe it really needs some time. Okay. But if you're thinking of something like 23, okay, let's look at the year 23. You see, when it's published in the year 23, it's fine that something has been cited for 100 times already. And this is a paper, trustworthy AI, a review. Usually when it is a review paper, citation will be very high because people read the paper, review paper, and then give the citation. Okay, add to library. I added a few. Okay, then after that, then you see, if you add into library, you have your account login, you can click on view library. Then it will open your library that you add and archive something, collect something in your own account. This is my Mendeley library. These are all the papers I added. Then you can manage something that is very interesting to you. You just let it be in your library. And you can always go and read it every time. I mean, not every time. Let's suppose trustworthy AI. I would like to see some information. Okay. Year 2023, abstract. You can read the abstract from here. You can, what else that we can do? You can add file. Actually, if something you need to download, you add later on. Let me download this first. Get full text. I'm not sure whether I can get it, but let's see. It's the ACM, and with the ACM account, AIT, we can download. Suppose I download it. This trustworthy AI, and okay, I already got it. If everything is within, let me go back to the Mendeley library. Please look at here. If something open access, view PDF, add to library. Let me find first. I would like to should learning analytics model be sensitive? Okay. Sometimes you may need to do manual process a bit. Everything that is part of the Scopus, you can actually download or add into your file recently, but otherwise you may need to do the add reference, add reading by yourself. But once you do it, everything will be archived in one library and will be easy for you to manage. One thing that you can see from this left-hand side menu, you can create a collection. Suppose that you are doing very many research projects. Then you can group your research article, right? Library into some collection. Suppose that I'm talking about PMDS project. Okay. Then I create one collection of PMDS projects, and then I can add the work into this collection. Okay. Then every time you just focus on that collection. And also Trustworthy AI, I already download. Then you can add the file into this is it this one? I'm not sure. Let me see which file it is. The file that I have to download is this one. Should Learning Analytics, Trustworthy AI. Okay. 349. Okay. I should add it. 349. Okay. Okay, I add the file now. Then the file has been added, and every time I look at this library, I look at this article, I can load it, I can open it, and wait a moment. I can do, as I said, highlighting, note taking, and so on within just one tool. So it's pretty handy for me, not opening many things. Okay. So this paper is been there. I can add do some highlight, add some notes. This paper is very relevant. Must read. Suppose I note something. Yes. Okay. For myself, this is a note that, but you can share with others as well. This is a collaborative tool. So you can share with your supervisor, or the supervisor can share to the student too. Okay. I usually share to my student too. Okay. Then what else? Okay. Go back to my Mandaly. No, not this one. Sorry. Okay, you can add the library, manage the library, save the article. Yes. Manage the reference, get the PDF and so on. Even in the tool, you can get the PDF. Oh, I did not use that feature. One moment, where is it? Then I go back to my reference, all reference. Should Learning Analytics, this one. Where is the get file? Oh, okay. Oh, this one you may want to do it yourself. Okay, but anyway, for some of the file, it's easy for you to just get the file directly. Okay, and then yes, as I already mentioned, the same thing. You can add note, you can highlight the text, you can do it this and that, and add to your collection the library and sub collection and so on. And as I mentioned, you can add a collaboration and invite members to read things together, work on the reference together. Okay. And this is the version for the desktop. Okay, let's see. Do we have you installed it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, you're very fast. Then once you install it, okay, we follow it. You log in, you do the things, and then it's the local things for you. Then you can read it everywhere, even without the internet. Okay, and yes, another thing is about the Microsoft Word import and management. Let me see if I integrated into Microsoft Word for myself or not. I'm not sure about this machine. Let me see. I have not. Okay. Then you may need to wait if you want to see, but I believe that is very straightforward anyway. What Mendeley helped you is, I remember yesterday I mentioned about the citation style that AIT thesis template use. What is it? Anyone recall?
American something.
Yes, American Psychology 1 and so on, right? So
Yeah.
let's have a look at some example here. This paper we already see, right? This digital society paper on the XAI. You see that when we want to make citation, this paper use this style that I highlighted on here. This is the way that we call APA style, in which when you want to refer to, you write some paragraph and you give citation, right? That this paragraph, this knowledge, these things are from, you give credit that are from this research article. Then the way to cite is by parentheses and then the last name of the author. And if there are many authors, then you comma, right? Something like that. And then followed by at the end, the year of the publication. This is the APA style. Okay. Another example is here, right? You can see that I highlight. Yes, Council of European, this is not the author, but it's a kind of professional organization, right? The Council of European Union has published something about the explanation regulatory requirements, okay, in the year 2021. And also another researcher, group of researcher, Gutierrez et al. This et al means that when there are more than one author, up to 3 or more, okay, then you use et al, like your last name et al, and then the year. This is the way to make citation. But if there are 2 people only, like this one, this is the way to make citation. First person and second person and comma the year, okay? Still, you need to do the same when you are writing your thesis report. But if you need to do these things every time by yourself, sometimes by the help of the tool, it can get easily, right? Managed and done. So you manage your Mendeley library reference and so on, and you add into your Microsoft Word, and then this kind of citation will be produced for you automatically, okay? The list of citation by the end of the document will be generated for you. The citation you want to make inside your text can be managed and effectively managed by the tool for you as well. So please refer to the PDF so that you can follow how this is done to help you. Otherwise, you need to do things manually, okay? That's the way. And
Good.
even you do the here the reference, okay? One thing that is very important when you do the maybe I can open it. When you do the AIT thesis, where is the AIT thesis? Please make sure you download AIT thesis template format or something. This is the format, okay? Kind of file. It has some example, appendix, instruction format. Okay, here. This is the referencing in APA style. Okay, you can go and check some reference on how to do things. But you see here, the reference list has to be sorted alphabetically from A, B, C, D, E in the list of the references section here like this, and start from the last name, comma, first name, dot, initial, and so on, right? And and with the parentheses, the year of publication, with the title, and then with the a journal name in italic font, this and that. This has to really strictly follow in terms of formatting. But if you use some tool to help you, this kind of thing, you may not need to worry much. It will be automatically generated, and you just cross-check that everything is done properly and correct. Also, if it is available with some URL to access, you need to include it. So this kind of thing, you need to pay attention to as well. So make use of the tools to help you a bit. Here, citing the reference in Microsoft Word, you can add the update from the library. You can check. Here you see from this, you can click and check which one you want to include in your report. Okay, you can check that include number 1, number 2, number 3, and all of them. Then once you place it, it will be generated and put in your Microsoft Word file for you like this. You can insert. It will be sorted automatically by alphabetical order and this and that, and so on. Okay, so use the tool properly. Data set is when you have data set in your research, such as data set of your experiment. Okay, and you may want to archive or manage by your library, by your Mendeley. You have this My Data. Okay, it can allow you to publish or archive your data set as well. Okay, I think that's all for this Mendeley tool. So please try it. Okay.
A bit summarize, Doctor.
Yes.
So I can use this tool like import the papers or search and add to here a library and add it and then note it. So later on, if I write something, I cite this paper, I just choose multiple papers and I export what do you call the citation format
Yes.
and import to the work file, the
Yes.
thesis one easily.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think maybe we can have some 15 minutes break, and during this break time, you can, of course, drink, refresh yourself, and in the meantime, if you have time, try the tool. Try import something, try with Microsoft Word, right? So that we see whether it has some issues or not. How about that?
Okay, clear.
Okay, good. So yes, let's have some short break. I will do the installation because I did not install into this machine yet, and then we can practice or try on something if it works properly on your machine or not. So let's see.
Stand up. Don't sit too much.
Okay, sure, good.
Now my to-do list need to be after 1 hour. I have to stand up a little bit.
Very good strategy. I agree.
Và đi giới thiệu đồ Việt Nam. Đã qua.
Đúng rồi.
Tuấn, cái gì nữa à?
Thì tôi
Cũng phải ấy đâu, chỉ là ấy mà ô mai các kiểu thôi. Không gì cao siêu đâu. Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
We have some local gift for you. It's yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's for you.
Oh,
Yes,
that's too many.
Yes, this one for women, and I don't know why, but they love it too much.
Okay, I see.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, it's from Hanoi. You can see
Wow.
that this mean Hanoi local food.
Wow.
Yes, and this one that as I like I said before
Oh,
yesterday.
the lotus.
Yeah, yes,
tea.
lotus tea.
Wow, thank
Yes,
you
but,
very much.
on the back, so you
Mhm.
can use it easily. It's help you to sleep well.
Oh, this
Yes,
one.
not
Not
lying
like
with you.
what you-
Yes.
Because she said that she
Yes.
could not sleep
Yeah,
if she
just
drank
only
it too
the
much.
local food in Hanoi.
I really like it
Yes,
very much.
yes.
Thank you very much. And please don't forget to enjoy some snacks
Yes,
from Thailand.
okay.
Yes,
So I take it home. It's okay.
yes. Thank you very much.
Yes, you can use
Yes.
the back.
Thank
Yes,
you. One small thing. Today at maybe during the lunch, I may not be able to join. I need to prepare for returning back. Yeah. So next time we will have time more, but today I cannot stay
Okay,
longer
okay.
for the lunch.
Yes.
Yeah. So after we finish class, I may need to prepare to leave.
Okay. So
Thank you very
back,
Yeah, back to the hotel for check out and this and that and so on.
what's your hotel name?
Somerset.
Somerset.
Grand
Yes,
Hanoi,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, near my house.
Oh, okay. You
Near
down.
where I was born. Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
phải làm gì nhỉ?
Hả?
Sao
Tại vì cô bảo ở trên phố Somerset đây này. Is this place?
Yes, it is that one.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Here the map you can see.
Yes.
I work here.
That's your workplace?
Yes,
Okay.
my workplace. I was born here.
Ah,
And you stay here.
yes, and
Very
how about your,
close. Yes,
your house? Where do you
1.3
stay?
kilometers. No, now still my parents live here.
Okay.
When I married, I move out.
But still very near.
Yes,
Okay, wow.
I still because you know that is the end of the children take the summer holiday,
Mhm.
and I take them to my parents to take care of them. So after work, I go to here
To pick up.
yeah, to pick up and go back. But I live here.
Okay.
Yes, I live here near the IIT.
Oh, okay.
IIT here.
Oh.
I live here. My parents here.
But then you cannot walk to your workplace?
Yes, cannot now.
Cannot now.
Yes, I go by car.
Ah.
Yes, I drive here to go to work. I drop my
The
children
kids?
here. Yes, and after work I go back to my house to pick them up. and go back to my home
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, wow.
where I
okay.
live now. 1 hour when rush hour because you drive car. Yes, in rush hour it take many time. Yes, so I
Okay.
work here.
Right,
And
wow.
your hotel near here
Yes, yes, that's true.
is
Very convenient.
yes. And I think your decision is very good because when you rent the hotel here, you can go to the street quarter here.
That's true, that's true. I
Yes,
really
yes,
enjoy
Yes,
a lot.
and your hotel is the street is very quiet, clean, and not so hot. Yes, and you can go by walk here from to the street quarter here.
Ah.
Yes, private water you can see on the map, and yes, would. But
Wow.
do you ever try to go to this?
Yes, we walk
Yes, yes, yes.
around the lake
Yes,
and
yes, the lake, the
yes,
lake,
and the
yeah.
bridge, yes.
yes, the lake and the bridge here. When I was a child, I always swim at the
Oh,
at the
really?
lake. Yes, I jump from this bridge to the lake. Yes,
Can
Sorry?
you still do it this
because
day
I
they
was
allow?
born in 1981, so when I was a child many times ago, my mother born in here.
Mm,
Yes, it's my mother's home.
okay, can your kids now jump into the lake
No,
now?
no, no, no,
they
no,
will
no,
not
no,
allow.
no.
Not anymore.
Yeah, the police take me now.
That's true.
Not now, but I wouldn't. When I was a child, I swim from here to here, and to the bridge, and jump from the bridge to this lake. Yes,
Wow.
because if you read the histories about this tower, many story about this tower. Yes, and I work here, and I yes, it's my office, right? And building tower every day. So
Very nice view.
yes, but if you see it every day,
Yeah,
it's no
boring
more.
already, right?
Yes, yes.
Just that.
Kind of fruits in Thailand, I cannot see. I cannot translate some what they say the
You
fruit.
mean this one, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, what is
yes.
it?
Crocodile fruits, but I think it's not true. It's not true. It's not true.
Crocodile foot.
No, 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 no. Yes, it's
It's
very,
not like,
very famous in Hanoi. The
But-
tree here. You can see the tree.
it's not olive, right?
Yes, yes, it's a tree. It's my childhood because in front of my home there is a big tree and yeah, this one very famous in Hanoi. Just only in Hanoi, I don't know why.
Do you also eat a fresh one?
Yes,
Okay.
eat
How does
the
it
fresh-
look like with the fresh, the green one?
yes, the green one, yes, and it's very, very sour.
Yeah, I
Yes,
guess so.
yes.
That's why they have to make
Yes.
it. And how about drink? Do you put it in
Yes,
your drink?
of
too?
course, you use this one, you put in the water and you put the water, the sugar in. Yes, and for 1 month, you can drink it with ice, water and ice like this. Yes,
But it was not the same as
Yes.
yesterday drink.
yes, yes, yes,
The
not
plum
the same.
yesterday.
Yes, yes, there is some. Yes.
Yeah, I saw
Yes.
very many.
Many kind of fruits they can do with this fruit. Yes, but it is the national trademark. National trademark. This company is national. Can you see the QR code? They're very famous. This guy, and I cannot see in Thailand.
No, but I have never seen too.
Yeah,
See.
and I don't know why every people like this, especially women.
How about you?
Yes, of course. Yes, you can cook it with
And this is the same, but just use this to
no
make
no
it or
no.
not?
This guy is different.
This is plum.
Đâu, đây là mận dẻo. Cái này cái quả này thì nó là cái gì nhỉ?
Đó là plum.
No.
But
Yes, this one sticky plum. A kind of plum. Yes.
Thái Lan có cái số nhỉ?
Không
Oh,
có.
but this
Bố
is
bảo chưa
called
thấy bao giờ mà.
dragon tom lam something. This is the
Yes, yes,
name.
yes. But they translate it
Ah.
not right. Rau muống nhưng mà không biết cái rau tiếng Anh nó là rau muống, nó có cái tên của nó glory glory gì ấy.
Số muốn ở đây.
Không, tức là ý là you know the
Oh yes, morning glory.
yeah, morning glory. Yeah, yes. This one go with this one, but green. Yes, and fresh. You
Từ ô
yes,
ô mai số thành cánh số à?
yeah, yeah, eat together. It's very good. Yes, very simple but delicious. Yes, eat with rice. But this one, fresh.
Yeah, must be
Yes,
fresh one.
must be fresh. Yes, must be fresh. Yes, like this traditional
Okay.
in the Vietnamese family. Yes, very simple.
But yes,
Yes.
very looks very tasty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chú đi cô về rồi. Nó là cái gì cho rồi đấy. Tôi bảo việc nó có lên từ đấy rồi. Cô bảo cô phải về gói đồ gì không? Ừ. Ngay chả liên quan. Cô bảo nghỉ mấy giờ đấy?
Nếu có nói. Cô cài cái Mender lên máy cô. Một Hàn Quốc thì ăn rau muống.
Ừ. Hàn Quốc rất thích ăn canh chua với rau muống bởi vì nó ở bên đây nó ăn canh nó không nấu với dứa với cà chua như mình.
Kim chi.
Đó, chi ăn nhiều nó này nó dày. Trong Sài Gòn có sống được không?
Như không. Sài Gòn có quả sấu không Khoa?
Chắc không anh. Nước sấu em cũng mua ở ngoài Bắc thôi. Nước sấu với nước mơ. Nhà em lúc nào cũng có hai cái đó.
Em mua ở đâu?
Siêu thị.
Siêu thị gì đấy?
Không, chắc cũng có nhà mấy kiểu mấy cái quán Bắc á. Ở đây nó làm xong rồi em mua. Nhà làm kiểu mấy cái hộ gia đình ấy,
À,
kiểu.
sấu ngâm với mơ ngâm sẵn đấy hả?
Ừ.
Đấy, pha
Đúng
được
rồi,
đấy.
đúng rồi, ngâm sẵn á rồi em uống cái đó.
Mr. Kwa said that in Saigon they don't have this one and the last fruit you drink yesterday.
Oh
Saigon
no.
don't have
À.
this.
Như sấu ngoài mình gạo cũng hết dần.
Đầy hiểu xung quanh Hồ Gươm này cái dọc hàng khay ấy nó toàn xấu ấy, toàn xấu.
Ngày xưa ông anh họ em là cứ đến mùa sấu là chuyên đi hái, chuyên đi vặt sấu, nhìn kinh vậy.
Nhà ngoại anh ấy 39 hàng khay ấy, nhà mẹ anh ấy cái xưa bà già toàn trèo từ trần nhà ra trèo xấu ấy, bà kêu là trèo mà lúc nào mà cái gan bàn chân ấy nó hơi lạnh lạnh phải xuống luôn, tức là nó sắp ngã rồi.
Thì cây sấu nó cao
Ừ. Cái sự bà già toàn trèo xuống.
mà vặt một kỳ công mất công lắm.
Cái này ngâm phải cạo vỏ thôi, ngày xưa toàn lấy dao cạo.
Ngày xưa bị mua một cân sấu về mà cạo cũng phải hết cả tay.
Mình kể với cô ngày xưa mình bơi hồ Hoàn Kiếm suốt thật. Ngày xưa trèo cái cầu Thế Húc này, xong nhảy xuống bơi mà
Ngày xưa
bây giờ nó mới cấm.
ngày xưa nước chưa ô nhiễm mà.
Ngày xưa nó không có vỉa hè, ngày xưa xung quanh hồ nó là cỏ bình thường lắm. Mẹ cứ 30 Tết thì tôi bắn pháo hoa ấy, suốt ngày ra đấy xem bắn pháo hoa dẫm mẹ mình đầy hai bên hồ luôn. Thì ngày xưa nó là bãi cỏ. Cái chỗ bưu điện chỗ ấy, bưu điện Hà Nội ấy, ngày xưa nó là cái chùa, đất là đất chùa ấy. Ừ. Cái em có biết cái tháp mà trông nó cũ cũ ở trên vỉa hè không?
Có.
Cái tháp gọi là tháp gì? Quý Phong à? Ngày xưa là cái cổng chùa đấy, ngày xưa là bưu điện ở đây là cái chùa và cái cổng chùa này đấy. Sau thì Pháp nó mới phá chùa thì nó mới xây cái tòa nhà bưu điện. Hòa Phong, quên, tháp này gọi tháp Hòa Phong, tháp này mấy chị em lên hồ suốt ngày ra đấy chụp.
Cái cổng mình
Đấy nó chính là cổng chùa đấy. Ừ. Cổng chùa hồi xưa nó ra tận đấy. Còn cái đền cái tháp rùa ấy nó chính là cái mộ của bá Hộ Kim. Bá Hộ Kim ngày xưa chôn ở đấy.
Hộ Kim kiểu là gì như kiểu là tỉnh trường đầu tiên Hà Nội ấy.
Kiểu ngày xưa suốt ngày cái thùng nhựa mà gánh nước ấy ôm xong rồi bơi ra đấy, bơi từ chỗ đấy ra chỗ cầu Thế Húc, xong rồi lao lên cầu nhảy xuống. Ngày xưa hồi bé con rùa đấy to đùng, con rùa to lắm, nó phải bằng cái bàn này. Lúc mình bơi bên trên ấy, cái bóng đen nó chui vào bên dưới nhìn kinh vãi cả đấy. Nó cứ lừ lừ nó bơi bên dưới, mình bơi bên trên có cái bóng đen to đùng lừ lừ nó bơi kinh vãi.
Ngày xưa không cấm nhỉ?
Không, ngày xưa thì không ăn nước gì đâu. Từ mỗi lần mưa nước hồ tràn lên ngập hai bên người nó bỏ nổi hồ. Thì sau bọn dở hơi nó phóng sinh, nó thả rùa tai đỏ xuống, nó cắn chết con rùa kia. Bây giờ nó có phải con rùa xưa, con rùa chết rồi. Bây giờ nó con dài Hòa Bình chợ.
Thế bảo là cái giống cụ rùa đồng mô à?
Cái rùa này nó có tên khoa học của nó.
Nó không phải là rùa nó kiểu là ba lớn hay gì?
Không, nó là rùa, nó là con rùa thật. Cái con đầu tiên ấy, nó không mấy con nữa. Con đầu tiên nó có nhiều phết đấy, xong rồi người ta còn để cho về Ngọc Sơn ấy, nó là cái tiêu bản ấy. Đấy, thế có cái con ấy mà mọi người mà cứ bảo là mỗi lần nghe cái tiếng chuông đồng hồ nó lại nổi lên ấy, thì cái con đấy là cũng đợt nó ốm rất nặng, xong rồi bên bộ phòng ấy, người ta phải chở đạc mang cả xe nó quay cả một khu ở hồ mà để cứu mà không cứu được, nó chết thì lấy một con giải đồng ngô về thay thế, thả xuống.
Có cả công trình khoa học nghiên cứu về nguồn gốc.
Đấy có cả công trình khoa học nghiên cứu về nguồn gốc của con rùa. Bơi nó bơi bên dưới nhìn bóng đen đi qua kinh vãi cả đái. Xưa các nhà ấy, ấy xong rồi phóng sinh xong rồi thả rùa xuống hồ mà thả con rùa tai đỏ.
Rùa tai đỏ bé thế mà vậy.
Ôi cái con rùa tai đỏ nó cắn chặt vào cái đầu con rùa lớn ấy. Nó tét cả tai lở hết rồi. Con rùa tai đỏ nó là cái loại động vật ăn tạp mà. Và con kia thì nó chỉ ăn rong rêu thôi.
Chỗ đường công bên Yên Sở cũng rất nhiều rùa tai đỏ ở dưới luôn.
Dạ. Nó thả ai cũng chẳng hiểu bà con mình lại suốt ngày phóng sinh rùa tai đỏ, kiếm đâu
Bờ
là
hồ
phóng sinh.
hay nhìn thấy rùa tai đỏ. Loại đấy chắc là khả năng nó cũng gọi là sống dai, sống dễ, sinh trưởng tốt rồi.
Chuyên gia có cái trò cái sau hồ nó cấm thả các loại động vật xuống hồ Gươm. Thế là bắt đầu các bố ấy kéo nhau, các bà kéo nhau ra chỗ hồ Kiền Quang ấy, thả đấy, xong rồi thả cá chép xuống đấy, rồi các bà cứ thả đầu này mình ở đầu kia là về có cá chép om dưa luôn, thả đi trả thiệt.
Bây giờ nó mới sinh ra kiểu thả cá chép vạc, ngày xưa mới có nhỉ.
Ngày xưa bằng nồi hết.
Ngày xưa thả toàn cá chép ta, chép to, thả một đầu quăng người ấy bắt.
Đói là cứ bóc mỡ, cá chép, dưa, lạc, rau thì là hành lá, có nồi cá chép om dưa luôn. Thả đây, thả bụng thì thả đầu. Hy sinh lễ nghĩa.
Nhà em chả bao giờ đi thả, chỉ mua một con độ
Tôi
cân về thôi.
ta thấy bảo ở trong Sài Gòn các cái chùa ấy mà phóng sinh chim ấy, như chim lớn nuôi ấy, phóng sinh xong nó lại bay về cái thằng bán này, đúng không? Ông nào huấn luyện quả thần kinh chứ, huấn luyện chim rồi bán phóng sinh nó em bay trở về.
Trong miền Nam mà hay phóng sinh chim
Thì đấy mà ông huấn luyện cho nó ăn rồi phóng sinh nó lại bay về, lại bán nó lại cho nó ăn phóng sinh nó bay về. Tiền dùng cái thằng Phong Tùng ấy, mà nó làm cái quả bài chúc mừng không ăn mừng sinh nhật ấy, còn để là còn có tiền làm bài cả đời luôn.
nếu nào hát là phải đóng tiền bật về cho nó.
Không, YouTube ấy một lần có view ấy là nó lại có tiền mà, không ăn mừng sinh nhật ấy, còn để là còn ra tiền.
Không, mà bây giờ nó đăng lên cái trang gì mà ví dụ như là anh muốn hát thì anh kiểu đăng ký mất bao tiền tiền đấy hát đấy.
Có à?
Phải anh đi đâu anh có hát được bài đấy. Giống như bọn nước ngoài có bài gì, bài Last Christmas hay bài gì,
Last Christmas,
bài về Giáng sinh gì đấy, làm được cái bài đấy mà ăn cả đời hết.
Không, nhưng mà mấy cái bài như kiểu Happy New Year của ABBA ấy, thực ra là Tây này nó có nghe, nó không có Việt Nam. Tết nghe cái bài đấy Tây nó có bật đâu, nó còn nghe cái bài Last Christmas của Wham thôi.
Okay, so as mentioned, please try to use Mendeley. Anybody has faced any issues? I can share the screen. I already installed successfully and integrate with the Microsoft Word.
Sợ dữ liệu.
Let's see my screen as an example. If this is in the case that you want to use Microsoft Word as the tool for writing your report. And yes, so when we do citation, right, please, when you read papers, please use them as kind of good example to write your thesis as well. For example, when you write literature. Sorry, the screen is about to come. A moment. Maybe because of the VPN, because everybody, yeah, it will take some. Oh, okay, my Zoom is disconnecting and we'll be reconnecting now. One moment. But okay, what I would like to say is that when you read a paper, there are many good papers that can be a good example for you to follow the way to write your thesis or report as well, right? The way to, okay, the screen is coming to share. So this is suppose a paper when you write your section or chapter about literature review, background of the statement, the problem statement, and so on. Then you may need to say like legal reasoning, describe this and that, and then we have the reasoning process group. And then here, this is the way you make citation, as I already mentioned, right? To make citation, we usually refer to the authors who are the owner of the publication and then the year. And this is the style, could be put in the parentheses and at the end of the sentence, right? Or you can look at another example here. Could be like, such approaches were pioneered by Mycin and then mentioned by the person or the other team, right? Which reason, and then please learn the writing style from the paper you read in the way of APA style and use them to write your report. And when you do the reporting, here, let me go to my, this is the AT thesis. Let me see. I seems to get not very good connection now. Okay, my connection is restarting again. Wait a moment. It's restarting.
Cool.
Okay, this is AT thesis, right? As I said, references has to be sorted alphabetically. And if you use Mendeley, it will be here. You can see if you add already Mendeley, you will have this icon on the top right corner somehow. Okay, and you can click on it so that it will open something on the right hand side menu like this. Everything you add in your library will appear as a list of possible references, okay, for you to choose. And when you write your text, okay, let me see. Suppose I'm writing my chapter 1. Okay, suppose this is my problem statement and so on background. Okay, okay, this study present, discuss problem in legal domain where suppose I use some explainable is to be analyzed. Suppose I'm just writing things like this and I would like to add this citation. Look at this. It's about explainable machine prediction. Suppose this citation is very relevant to my statement here. I click on add citation. You see that it
Yes.
come here now, this one. Okay. And it used, right, the author last name, Raji, and then the year he published the work. And suppose that another work which is very much relevant to this area. Okay, not another, other interesting research work relevant to this problem include the work by, suppose I wrote my statement and I would like to add a few of the relevant paper, which are more than one paper, like this. Okay, I think I can include it here. Then it will include even more than one. Okay, you see that here this is one paper, Janish et al. 2021, another paper, Mahesh 2020, and Ronick et al. 2023. There are three papers that I checked here on the right hand side and then included as citation. And once I have done everything, right, the report is finished. Of course, you can, by the time you keep writing, updating, and then your reference section. Okay. Suppose I delete whatever in the thesis because it's not really. And here I would like to include all of my citations I have made. You click on this right hand side. There are insert by bibliography. This is a list of references that you want to insert. And it will insert only those papers you cited, because in your library, you may have hundreds of papers, but if you do not cite 100 of them, they will not include in your bibliography, in your report. I cited only by far three to four papers so far. Yes, these are three of them. No, there's the Ranish one. Let me see. Another one, maybe I deleted. The very first Raja or something. Oh yeah, it was in the domain is to be analyzed. Okay. Another important work is, and then I want to include Raja. Okay, where is my Raja? Okay, suppose this Deho. Yeah, Raji is here. Okay, Raji is here already. So I update my reference here, suppose. You see, the reference has been updated automatically. This one has been added. And all are sorted automatically by last name in the alphabetical order, and so on. So this helps you with some manual work that you may not want to pay attention that much and focus only on the content and so on. Okay, that's about Mendeley. I hope everyone can successfully work on it or try and use it and manage it. The desktop version is here. It's the same as the online version anyway, that you can manage and it will be synchronized between the online version and the desktop version. So you can install in many machines and then they all get synchronized anyway. Okay, so far any question, anything?
Can I use this with LaTeX?
LaTeX manually will not be there. LaTeX you need to manage just by LaTeX. Yes, but LaTeX is already, when you work on the citation, right? You use
Yes,
LaTeX
yes.
style and then it will be there anyway. So you don't need this formatting thing. And generating a list of reference in LaTeX
Yes.
is already automatically done too. So no need to use manually.
Yes.
But manually will help you with managing all the
Yes,
references,
yes.
yeah, in your library. Yeah, reference management will be easy. But generating citation and bibliographic by LaTeX, just use LaTeX features. Okay, then if nothing, I would like to talk about this. Let me bring, I stop my sharing first. I bring some work that I would like to guide you through so that you can focus on your thesis. Let me send you some work for you to do after we finish today's class. Okay, I already sent a file in the chat. Okay, it's about an assignment, but actually guided assignment so that you can start your kind of master project proposal development day one from today. Okay. Even some of you already have prepared something. I believe that a proper start would be useful. Okay. So these assignments, let me explain a little bit. Okay. And you may try to link it with your interests and so on. So it's assignment number 1, master project proposal development, part 1. Focusing on problem identification and literature review. Remember yesterday we talked about the research process, in which the very first process is problem identification and then followed by literature review. And remember, it's got to be iterative work. Okay, you cannot do step by step and then finish. You may need to do within a loop a little bit. Okay, so some detail. we would like you, okay, I would like you to identify a real world problem from your professional environment or from your interest, okay, which is appropriate for addressing and using data science and AI techniques. Okay, you will formulate a clear problem statement, define research questions, objective, outline the scope and limitation, and also conduct a literature review for at least 10 relevant and high quality sources. Okay, so at least at the very beginning, try to identify and search for 10 literature review papers relevant to your things that you want to explore. And again, keep in mind that this may not be your final topic. Okay, give yourself some open problem or space a bit, because when you search and something, you will find something relevant, you find something you don't like, and then finally you may not like, it may not be the case for you. Okay, I do not want to force that the very first problem you identify must be your last problem, right? Okay, this assignment is a foundation for your master project, foundation for you to practice the skill to be done for your problem identification and literature review for your master project. Okay, expected structure for your proposal report and for the work that you are going to submit as part of assignment number 1. Yes, you will follow AIT thesis template. So your task, of course, you need to go to AIT library website, download the template. It could be Microsoft Word 1, it could be LaTeX 1, it could be whatever that you are happy to work with. I have no restriction. Okay. And try to manage the content for, of course, starting from the front page, the cover page. I don't mention the cover page, okay? But it's by default that you need to have the cover page, you have to have the table of content, you have to have the references at the end, okay? But the main content that you need to fill in is chapter 1 and chapter 2 that you will work on. Okay, and the following details that you will, no need to complete everything in one go, right? You gradually explore things, read, and so on, and then you write something later on, okay? But if you are about to start writing, it should be chapter 1 introduction. You should make sure that your final work include the subsection of 1.1, 1.2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I already elaborated in this explanation. Okay, so introduction, remember yesterday we already analyzed some former reports of some senior and so on, right? So it should include the background of the problem, the study, which it talks about the context, the domain, the background, okay, the importance of your problem, what happened, and so on. That is 1.1, background of the study. Then 1.2, statement of the problem. Then you should elaborate some kind of problem statement. What happened? What are the issues? What are the challenges? What are the problems you are focusing? Okay. And then, yes, what is interesting in the domain of data science and AI, right? And don't forget to make proper citation. We learned today, right? All the background, all the problem statement, you need to refer to some papers, some readings. Not everything that come from, I mean, everything is from only our knowledge, right? It's from some sources that you may want to refer to, such as how big the problem is, the size of the problem from statistics. It is found that in Vietnam, this and this and that, then you need to do citation, right? Okay. From the literature review, several work have tried to address this problem, and then you make citation, right? Okay. Make sure citation are there. And then in the section 1.3, you formulate research questions, okay? Write one main research question and 3 to 4 sub questions. Then in the 1.4, elaborate objective of your study, in which you will explain one general objective, like primary objective of this is to focus on this and then specifically there are some sub objective 1, 2, 3 and so on. Then 1.5, the scope and limitations. In here, you will define what are the boundary, what sets your scope, right? What is included, what is excluded. Some limitation means some constraint, some restriction that you will not go beyond because of this. Maybe discuss about data availability, privacy issue, technical feasibility that will set within the scope and will be the limitation of your research. And finally, as part of your chapter 1, you need to have expected contributions. What you think that if you complete your project, what are expected to be output and practical contributions. Okay, it could be practical or theoretical contributions expected by your study, by your project, some innovation, some values that your project will contribute to. Okay, it could be a practical contribution, as I mentioned, not necessary that only the theoretical one. Okay, then literature review, chapter 2. Of course, analyze at least 10 relevant papers, conferences, proceedings, or industry-wide papers. More or less, make sure that everything you include as your references and citation, literature review are on the reliable and high-quality sources based on what we discussed. Okay. And yes, summarize or report key findings, key methodologies used in those relevant literature. Okay. And maybe some problems, some gaps. Even there are active research, but still, right, there are unanswered problems, there are open issues, and so on. And that actually will lay as a foundation for your research, for your project in chapter 3, 4, 5 that you will elaborate in more detail. Yes. Include also some table to summarize everything. Use some of the literature review paper that you may find as kind of good example for you to output your literature review as well. The way you structure your literature review summary. Okay. Refer to some good examples, as I said. Okay, some deadline, some key milestone, so that you are not having open-ended deadline, right? So because now we are here the 8th of Sunday, June. Next week, of course, we don't have class, but you have a meeting and class in computer vision, deep learning, data-driven computer vision with Dr. Shersak, as I already mentioned. Okay, so next week is you will be busy. The week after on Sunday we have our schedule. Okay, then it's good that you give some progress updates and maybe quick presentation, every one of you, based on what you have been studying or reviewing, exploring so far. And as I said, it may be that you explore something, you find out something, and later on you drop that topic or that idea. Fine. And fine, this has not necessary that it has to be your final idea. Okay. So there we still have time. So I intend that every 2 weeks, okay, today we are on the 8th. Next week you still have some other things to learn. Maybe you explore and you learn something from Dr. Shersak from the computer vision. You get some idea from that computer vision that you want to integrate to your project. Fine. Okay, you can still update and change your topic or your interest. This is not the final, again, that I would like to repeat. Then we update and quickly share each other that what have you found, what have you been reading, what have you, just some updates. presentation using PowerPoint should be fine. No need to submit the final report to me yet. Still, you have time to progress and evolve. That is the first update on the 22nd. Then we have another week on 29, free for you. And then we meet again on the July 5th and 6th. Okay, I think we have some schedule, 5th and 6th of July. So we make another update, second update on the 5th of July. So you make another presentation sharing what have been done, what are the progress you have made. And we discuss and I give my feedback. I suggest you something that maybe you explore a little bit more or you learn from friends. Friends may give you some idea as well. Okay. And then finally, at the end, by the end of July, we expect to have some rough concrete idea, okay, that perhaps, again, it can still change. Don't worry. If finally it may not work out, that's fine. But let me give you the big picture. Remember this course. Here, this is our plan. We still have time. This is June. We meet on the 22nd. We meet again on the 5th and 6th of July. We still meet another time on 26, 27 and August. And then finally September, we aim to at least have everything ready, right? Mostly ready. Okay, so anyway, doing research cannot be done in just a few weeks, okay? Especially when things are still at the beginning to explore. So give yourself some time, but you need to really start working. Otherwise, you get nothing as well. Reading 5 papers, 10 papers, I think it takes some time, okay? And finding the right papers also takes some time. But now you are equipped with some tools, some techniques, some knowledge. Please incorporate them to start your project journey. Problem identification, literature review. Still, you need to do the methodology chapter. We have not talked about methodology yet. You are still in this. Okay, let me bring. This is a slide of yesterday. No, not this slide, sorry. One moment. Yes. The slide of yesterday, right? We are now talking only these 2 first steps of doing a research. But at the end, to complete the proposal, okay, make sure that you are ready for starting and having your proposal defense, right? We are now talking only about this problem identification and literature review phase, which is to be completed by end of July. Okay, you still have August, 1 full month of August, in which I hope that after these 2 phases, as remember we said that it's gonna be iterative and looping, right? Okay, so that's why I make this circular journey for you. But once you're done and complete, okay, then we can move on to this and this phase as well, in which this is supposed to be complete for your, I mean, after you complete this, then hopefully you'll be ready for your proposal defense. Okay, now we need to focus on these first 2 steps. Okay, And once things are properly done, then we can move on to the third and fourth step. And then your proposal defense. Research design and hypothesis formulation will be more or less for your methodology. This is chapter 1 and 2, and this is chapter 3, more or less. Okay, but all together still can be review and revise. So please start a good plan from today, actually from yesterday.
Question.
Yes.
Let's say that we have a couple of ideas
Yeah.
here and there. Let's say, so each idea or each topic, I think we should have like 10 paper readings and summarize for these two things, right?
Yes.
Let's say we have 5, so we have at least 50 paper reading, and
Yes.
then so presentation. I mean, the first round of draft review should be 5 proposal. I think 5 things for 2 chapters. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's say I don't know. I have the capacity. I can fulfill it, but let's say like that.
Okay. My suggestion actually similar to what we see from the literature review paper that we look or use as some example, right? So you could see that from this process of actually do a literature review. Not this one. Actually, this is the result of the literature review, right? You can produce some summary report, something like that. It's assumed that you do similar things, but let's see, where is my diagram? Not here. Methodology, yes. Here, you see that you can identify some problem, you can find very many good papers and so on, but it doesn't mean that every good papers you have found, you need to read all of them thoroughly. It could be that at the beginning you screen, read the title, read the abstract, and read in some depth for some identify relevant paper, right? But yes, at the end, if something is very relevant, you may even read more than 5 to 10 papers per topic. But the very first round of identifying your interest and the problem that you would like to do in further detail, some paper you read many times, some paper you read just quickly, just to get some quick idea, and then maybe you throw it away. And some topic you define and then you may throw it away as well. Yes, this will be the real process. But I'm fine to listen to your many presentations for all of you. If you really have good idea to present and share and discuss and would like to get some feedback. And yes, by the very first where is my, yes, here. So on this date of your progress update and presentation, we have 9 of us actually for 3 hours. So we could expect that we spend 1 hour, 3 persons, right? And then we discuss and share and feedback and learn from each other. Yes.
Yeah. Clear.
Thank you. It could be that some of you explore many topics and we choose one among the very many. Some of you may already explore a few and then finally got some very specific topic and idea to work on. And if we're lucky, we work on that one without changing, right? Of course, changing may be time consuming and energy consuming, of course. So it really depends, but I just would like to make it open opportunity for you to really browse, explore, change, and move from one topic to another. But if you have done very good work and explore and identify something that is really interesting and have some potential for your project to move on, feasible, not too challenging, not too easy, and still within the scope, within the time, then that topic could continue, right? Okay, so I think that's the clear idea that we aim.
Okay.
Okay, so we are about 11:30 now, but actually if everything is fine and clear to you, we can finish our session of today and we meet each other. As I already mentioned, our meeting will be on the 22nd in the afternoon. I think you will have the morning session with the computer vision class online, and then we continue with this class in the afternoon. Let me show once again the timetable so it's not confusing because it's a bit of the several things. Okay, here next week in Ho Chi Minh City, right? You will meet and you will have an offline class for those who are there in Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, Dr. Shostak is going to give the first few sessions, right? From Saturday, whole day, Sunday, whole day. Yes, next week, offline, and many of you can be here or from your home. And then a week later, 21st and 22nd, you have another session, whole day Saturday, half day Sunday with computer vision. And then we have our session on 22nd afternoon. It's gonna be very busy because you learn a new topic. There'll be practical work, there'll be lecture, there'll be exercise or work assignment. So manage your time well. If something can be started from today afternoon, that will be good for you, right? Next week, you'll be super busy with the new topic to learn and maybe some assignment, something. And the same with a week later. Okay. Okay, so if everything is clear, other comments or questions so far from anyone?
Yeah, question about final exam. What is the content of the final exam?
You mean for this course?
Example, yeah.
You mean for this course?
Yeah.
Could be something that related to the project methods and so on, not very specific to your proposal, but could be like giving you some topic. Let's try to do some quick explain about the process of doing a research, doing a project. What does it mean by literature review? How can we apply literature review search effectively and so on? Is a project method class. But it will not be about your thesis, your research project, because everyone doing different things. I may give some case study of some specific topic that everyone is focusing on the same thing, and then use that as a question for your final exam. But if you have practiced and done everything throughout the course, that will be applied of the theoretical concepts into tackling new research, new project. I may set up a new research and project team to be done in the exam.
Okay.
Cô có thẳng vào nhé.
Khoa làm
Cao
sao
lắm.
sao?
Sorry, what do you mean? Khoa làm sao?
Cô bảo là cô lấy
Cô bảo là cô sẽ cái bài final ấy.
Khoa của anh Quang cho
À.
mọi người làm final xem.
Xong rồi đấy bảo ví dụ như là bài của hôm qua đấy, phần abstract ông làm đúng chưa? Đấy,
À.
phần ấy ông làm hypothesis methodology ông làm đúng chưa?
Yes.
Thì ông làm sai sao?
How to properly conduct a good research.
Yes.
I may give you some case study of certain research in certain theme
Yeah,
in the
okay.
data science and AI, and ask you to analyze, to properly start your research, to do proper literature review, to define very interesting research questions about the research methodology, quantitative, qualitative process, and so on. Okay. So then we can finish our session as of today. And I'm very happy that I have a chance to visit Hanoi this time. And I really enjoy my visit and hope next time I return back to Ho Chi Minh City and meet with many friends over there. And later on, come back here again to Hanoi and meet with many of you again. Okay. Yeah.
Very welcome.
Thank you very much. I really enjoy both places, both venue in Ho Chi Minh City and in Hanoi City. Yeah.
So
Okay,
next
so
time you be
enjoy
in
your-
Ho Chi Minh, right?
Pardon?
For the I mean, next time you in Ho Chi Minh for the course.
Yeah, there will be a chance for me to be in Ho Chi Minh City again too. I think there will be 2 more visits for me, one in Ho Chi Minh City, one back to Hanoi.
Có.
Yeah, yeah.
Nhưng mà 2 buổi đầu tiên là sẽ là full time ở trong Sài Gòn này. Và đội
And
học-
the same with Dr. Shosak. He will be there in Ho Chi Minh
Yes,
City and
yes.
come here again also in Hanoi. So you still have yet to meet a few of us.
Mm.
And I'm sure you will like him and you may find many interesting topics in the domain of computer vision.
Yes.
Yeah, I gonna sweet him a lot.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Because
So
I interest in computer vision a lot. I think I like picture, so I like vision.
good. Okay. So thank you again, everyone, and see you next week. Yes, not tomorrow.
See you guys next week for the class.
Thôi, nó xong rưỡi.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye
Everyone.
bye. Thank you, doctor. Enjoy the days.
Thank you,
Ask
everyone.
Ask Miss Hoàng Anh if you need any help.
So what time you play?
Actually, my flight is a bit in the afternoon, but I may want to.
No, okay. Just ask for the time.
Yeah. But the time is a bit very afternoon, 4 p.m. or something like that. I still have good time. Don't worry.
Yes.
No need to hurry. Okay, so enjoy your Sunday
Yes.
with your family, with your friends, with your whatever you want to do. And thank you for these very nice. I bring all the Hanoi flavors and tastes and yes, things back
I
to
hope you
Thailand.
have the best memory
Yes,
in Hanoi. The capital of Japan, so it's some special than another city like Ho Chi Minh, because